All right, we are back with another episode of It's That Easy. Man, we're still talking college basketball. This is like way too much fun. There's so many games on. So if you're watching, please like and subscribe to the channel. Just keeps us going here because we're talking about a lot of fun stuff. Today I got a co-host with me, Andrew. How you doing, Andrew?
Good, Rob. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. How are you liking all these games? Like, well, we're going to talk about tomorrow's
Well,
games, but tonight's games are pretty good too, you know? So
yeah. I've had a couple good nights and a couple bad nights. So you win some, you lose some. But
yeah,
it's fun.
unfortunately, you lose some,
Enjoy
but
it.
yes, it is fun
Yes. Yeah.
most of the time. Yeah, most of the
Most of the time.
time.
Yeah.
Well, not yet tonight. Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm hoping Texas pulls it out tonight over LSU. That'd be my saving grace tonight. So yeah, but yeah. So and I was looking at this. Man, there's games tomorrow that are really, really good. So I said, you know what? Let's do this again. Let's talk about these games. So, yeah, let's jump into them really quick here. So, one of the first ones, I just kind of looked at teams that were pretty similar or teams that had something to prove. I said, you know what? Let's put those out there. So these are pretty closely record-wise and Ken Palm numbers. I started looking at that because of Turkey Crib, which was on the show too, and so got those two. So listen to this. So one, you see the Arkansas is 19-6, Alabama's 18-7. Ken Palm numbers, Arkansas 17, Alabama's 18. So they're right there with each other. And then, but Alabama, I'm sure it's a home cooking thing, but they're 4.5 point favorites. What stats would you look at if you're going to decide like who you're going to pick on this game?
Yeah. So what I saw is that over their last five games, they're both 4-1. It's a division game, both in the SEC, which I think is actually a pretty tough division
Oh
in
yeah,
college football and kind of one of the underrated
yeah,
divisions too. Um, this one for me, it's too close. I mean, some of the numbers, they're comparable in almost everything. Points per game, they're both about 90 points a game. Assists, rebounds, they're fairly this turnovers, they're all about the same.
yeah,
I think I'd give the slight edge to Arkansas,
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
to me,
I
but
think they're a better
it's
defensive team too. You know, so yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
But
you know,
this one is
no, go
one of
ahead.
the ones that I'd probably not put money on
I
for
hear.
tomorrow night.
Yeah, yeah. This is gonna be a tough one because you want to go with Arkansas, which if I had to pick,
Yep,
I'd pick Arkansas to cover. But
yep,
yeah,
yep.
Alabama's at home. Man, you cannot put anything past a home team. And if you don't believe it, go look at the score for NC State, North Carolina. Go
Yeah,
look at the score for Ohio State, Wisconsin, and tell me
yep,
home doesn't mean
yeah,
anything. So,
yeah. Especially in college
ah,
basketball, right?
yeah,
That's what I'm
exactly,
learning.
exactly. You know, conference
So,
and conference games too. You
yep,
know, so
yep, yep.
all right. So next one we have BYU, Arkansas. I'm sorry, Arizona. And I'll tell you why I picked this one, even though the records, you know, kind of there's a little bit of disparity there. But Arizona is struggling, man. They've lost two in a row. Two
Yep,
tough games. I thought for sure they were going to beat Texas Tech, and they didn't.
yep.
And then BYU on the other hand was struggling, and they've won their last couple of games. So let's
Yep.
see. BYU's Ken Palm is 22, but Arizona's is 3. So it's hard to
Wow.
say like, oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty, and it's in Arizona. So
Yep.
I don't know. What do you think about this one?
In Arizona, I don't know. Tech went in there and
Oh
I mean they
man,
barely squeaked by, but
yeah, yeah,
again, the Big 12 is pretty tough this year. Look at all the teams they have towards the top:
yeah.
Houston, Tech, BYU, Texas.
Yep, yep.
Um, and they played this game. They played back in January 26th, and well, I think BYU only lost by 3 points,
Yeah,
three or
that
four
that was
points or
at
something.
BYU. Yep, yep.
Yeah, and BYU, and they had a chance to win this game.
They did. They
So
did.
I think BYU is a little underrated. They got a pretty good. I don't know if he's a freshman or sophomore, but a pretty couple good kids on that squad. So
Yeah.
in 12 and a half points, I think I'm still taking BYU here to cover that.
Wow. All right.
Even at Arizona. Yep.
Yeah, you're like Arizona, man. They're on the downslide. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, their main guy, DeBonsa, they say he's gonna be the
Yep.
number one pick in the draft. So
Yep.
yeah, so that's crazy. Um, I'm going to go with Arizona bouncing back. I think their coach is going to yell at them and make them feel really bad. But unlike the Kansas State coach, they're not going to fire that guy. They're going to keep him around, and they're going to say, "Hey, man, you guys are getting paid millions. How about you go out there and prove it?" And I think BYU is going to pay for that. So we'll see about
All
that
right.
one. So
Yeah.
yeah, did you hear about the Kansas State coach getting fired because he said that the team embarrassed the university, they embarrassed themselves. He never said anything about the coaching staff embarrassing anybody, and yeah, they
Wow.
fired him the next day. They're bad.
Okay.
And I heard one of the when they do one of the halftime shows, they have coaches in yesterday and today, and he says, "Man, those guys are getting paid $1 million a year. Hate to say it, but it's pay to play. So if you can't take a little criticism and let your coach yell at you, like, yeah, you need to get over that, you know." So
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see. We got
Wow.
Kansas, who's another team that just went to Iowa State. Well, I mean, I guess it's not
Hmm.
embarrassing to lose at Iowa State because U of H did that. But when you lose by 20 points, that's
Yeah.
embarrassing. And it was 20
Yeah.
points the entire game. And
Yeah.
then Oklahoma State, I don't know. It's a home game for them, like you said. Big 12, tough teams. KU, their Ken Palm number is 15, and Oklahoma State is 63. So that's huge. That's a big discrepancy.
Yeah.
6.5
Yeah.
points, not a whole lot, but I don't know. What do you think about that one?
Nah, I think I still like Kansas here. I
Yeah,
think even with their loss to Iowa State's tougher than a lot of people will give them credit for.
agreed. Agreed.
Even before that, the 3 wins before that game were against top 20 teams.
Yeah,
You
true.
know, you had
True.
where they play
Arizona,
Arizona,
they beat Tech
Utah,
as
Texas.
well.
Yeah. So Texas Tech and then BYU.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think Kansas, even with the 6.5 point spread, I think they take it pretty easily here. I mean, Oklahoma State's out there losing to TCU and Arizona State. And I think they got whooped by like 40 points against Arizona a couple weeks ago or
Yeah.
whatever. So
Yeah.
I think Kansas is going to play. The stats statistically, their defense is a lot better. Although I read a couple things, Oklahoma State's got a pretty good offense at home, so we'll see. We'll see. But I think Kansas pulls this
Yeah.
off pretty easily.
Same.
With the 6.5 spread. Yeah.
I went with Kansas on that one. It's kind of like
Yeah.
I feel weird. Like, am I going for all the favorite teams? Like, that's too easy. But yeah, I think Kansas has to right the ship here, and they probably do. Yeah, they were off from the very beginning against Iowa State, so it was a really bad game. But
No.
at least maybe they didn't lose by 40, right? At least they only lost by 20.
Yeah.
If that's a good thing. So okay, that sounds good to me. Another one. So I like Illinois. These next two games over the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've really liked Illinois and I've really liked Tennessee. So I was like, I want to put these games out there, even though they may not be too close. So Illinois, it goes to USC. Illinois is number 6. Their Ken Palm is 6, and USC is 49. So that's even worse than a little worse than the Kansas Oklahoma State one. Illinois, even though they had a couple of bad losses to a Wisconsin team who's losing right now to Ohio State, so I don't even know if I believe in Wisconsin anymore. Their last game they won by 20 points against Indiana, and USC. I don't know. They lost to Ohio State, so I don't know. It's a close one, man. What if you had to pick this one?
Yeah.
How would you pick it?
No, I think Illinois wins this. I mean, their last 2 losses against Wisconsin and Michigan State were by a combined 5 points.
Yeah, yeah.
They're still number 2 in the Big Ten, behind Michigan, the number 1 team in the country right now. So I think I like Illinois here, even with I have it as plus 8.5. Is that still? Oh yeah. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I think I like Illinois here.
Same. I said, yeah, I'm going to go with those guys, so we'll keep it going. And then I put this one because, one, I like Tennessee, and number 2, yeah, anytime we can put something where we beat up on Oklahoma, that's awesome. So, yeah. But Oklahoma is coming off 2 impressive wins against Vanderbilt, who's actually ranked, and they beat Georgia, who's not that good. But, Tennessee, I think, being at home, I know that's a big number, but let's see. Oklahoma was 55 in Ken Palm, and Tennessee is 19. So, yeah. What do you? What are your stats on this one?
I actually, I mean, although Oklahoma has some pretty bad losses and a pretty bad record, I actually have them covering the 11.5
Okay.
point
Okay.
spread here against Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, they're beating them in offense. It looks like, I mean, Tennessee's out rebounding them, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty even
Yeah.
across the
Yeah.
board. So um, I don't know. I like Oklahoma. I'm sorry, Robert.
Well, you know what?
To cover.
So look at Oklahoma. The last 2 wins, they've actually scored in the 90s. And Tennessee's games, their last 2 wins, they're 73 to 60 something. So they're lowest scoring games. So it's going to be like good offense against good defense. So, who ends up winning on that one, So that's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. But yes, not because they're orange and not because it's a T like Texas. But I do have watched them play, and I thought they've done pretty well. So, yeah, I got Tennessee to cover on that one. So, well, good, man. So, yeah, do you try and watch them? Like, you have 10 things going on watching all the games?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
okay.
yeah. So, for sure, on a Wednesday night, what else is going on?
Yeah,
on
exactly.
Night, right?
Exactly,
so, yeah. We'll have all these games pulled up, and we'll be following each of them.
Just like tonight, I have the iPad going with one of them. I have my phone on Gamecast on one of them that I don't have it on. So, yeah, it's going to be good, man. So let me show you real quick here. I said this on the last show, but Saturday has some really good games coming up. Tennessee, again, I put them there. Look at that. Arizona U of H. That's going to be a really good game
Houston,
there.
Yeah.
And then Michigan goes to Duke.
Wow.
So Michigan would have taken my money. I didn't bet on Purdue, but I said they would win. Michigan took me. I think Duke gets my revenge back. So there, we'll see.
Yep.
And then same day, there's Illinois again. I put them up there. Iowa State actually goes to BYU, which is a good. That should be a good game because, like you said, BYU does pretty well. Texas goes to Georgia, and then I just put Missouri and Arkansas. I think they have like similar records, so I think it's going to be a pretty good game there as well. So
Missouri is one of those teams too that's a little, I think, underrated. So that should be a good game.
I think so. So Saturday is going to be exciting games too. Actually, all weekend long. So that's good. But well, cool. Well, if you're watching, please like and subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. Just keeps us going. Keeps us picking all these good games. Don't look at my picks from tonight's stuff. Tuesday nights, not that great. But starting Wednesday through the weekend, man, it's going to be good. So, yeah. So, you got any closing remarks, Andrew, before we close this out?
No, I just appreciate you having me on.
Of course, man.
And good luck.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck to you, too.
Thank you.
I know now you can do stuff in the U.S. because now it's a prediction. You're not gambling. You're predicting games. Well, I've been trying to predict games for a long time. It doesn't always work out really well. So, but for Andrew and myself, we appreciate everybody watching. Hope your bets go great and you win tons of money. Peace.
Yeah.